Welcome to part 2 of our coverage of the 2019 Garrett Advancing Motion Brisbane Jamboree presented by Tuner's Edge and Link ECU. Part 1 looked at the action from day 1, including qualifying. Now it's time to check out day 2's eliminations. But before we do, let's take a look at some of the off-track action. New for 2019 Brisbane Jamboree was the Hot Wheels Stunts Inc. Gymkhana. 2 identical obstacle courses were set up so competitors could race each other, but the catch was you have to be sideways or breaking traction at all times. It combined the spectacle of drifting, but with the competition of racing, making for an epic show for the crowd. Sunday also saw the bikini comp on the stage for some eye candy. Although there is so much to see and do off-track, Jamboree is all about the drag racing, and the eliminations gave us some great matchups. New for this event was a Euro class where owners could come and have some fun.
Twydale went 2 1160s in a row. The Porsche goes 1203 and 1205.
How do you feel chopping a Porsche GT3 and a VW Golf?
Feels very good, Chris.
You let it rip, boys. Let's see what you've got.
181 to the 60 for Michael Amiris in the Golf R.
And Saray Van from Mars in the RS3, 2.5 litre. Geez, they're both booking through the deep end. 11.45 and 11.90. Launch control engaged.
136 to the
There
60. 184 to the 60 for Danny.
So he's done the
Golf R.
He's done the launch control on the Audi. 175 to the 60 foot. Danny goes 11.10, and Watto comes through in the Audi. Goes 12.34 at 110 mile an hour.
And a GTR ET shootout category where GTRs could race the clock in the hunt for records. The 2 quickest Skyline GTRs in the world, Jun 2 and King 32, were in attendance, but mechanical dramas saw them not at their full potential.
This is a better launch for the 32 GTR.
Oh, hold on to it, Rob.
It's hooked up nicely. 125 to the 60. Look at it take off. As soon as it hits full boost, it's all over the shop.
And goes through 907 at 153 mile an hour.
The quickest R35 in Australia, Lance's Sin 35, was set to break his own record, but the sticky Willowbank track and the gearbox didn't play nice together.
Well, that's That's what I love about this category. You may be 6, 7 tenths quicker than your opponent, but you've got to be able to do that every single run, or else the slower opponents can get you. And in a Chicago shootout style format, that's why we saw Makoto's son 2 years ago get to the final 4 or 5 tenths slower than everyone else, but just did the same 740s every run.
Consistency can be key here in drag racing, especially at the Jamboree. Rev starting to build on the start line. Both cars in stage.
Oh, a 100, half track, 441. Is he off the throttle? No, he's not.
He's back in it.
744, but it's Ionu, 741.
It's good to get the win. I thought he'd get me out of the hole. He's done a .98 or something in the 60 previously, and then, yeah, he did get me out of the hole, and then in the top end, I was pushing hard and got around him.
Oh, carries the wheels, first, second, third. I tell you what, Tischendorf on a mission right off the launch, 21 to a 45. Oh, Tatey's found some, finally found some, trying to wheel stand, go to the half track. It's going to be Pepe early shoot, 8:18.
So this is my first time racing Pro Compact. So I went to race in Sydney, but they got washed out and then couldn't really make it to get back there. But yeah, I was pretty excited about winning that race. I wasn't really coming to win. I was just like trying to get the car down the track because we've been struggling all weekend and all that with clutch issues and all that. And the car wasn't running at 100% then, so I probably got away with that. Pretty lucky.
Pro Compact.
Well, it got to be wild there for Johnny Sharov at the hit of the throttle. We can see massive chatter marks. Tony Grigich goes on through a 723, 193 miles an hour.
I want both. I want, honestly, I want to see if we can get a 73 or better to get the world's fastest RX3 today. I don't see why not, why we can't.
Put it in the beam. Oh, how's the launch there for Mario Rahayam? Corey Abbott tries to catch him. Oh, he can't.
Yeah, my mate Abbott over there, he's a great racer and got a great car. He doesn't usually try to hold me out or I hold him out, but I think he tried to play the game today, and, you know, racing is racing, and I got the whole shot on him.
102, 60 foot, hold on, 653 with a 9, not enough.
653 at 200, so again I buttoned off early, but there we go. Mate, we've been banging our head against the wall. We had 2 days worth of testing, the car was beautiful in testing, and then we had a boost gremlin. We chased our tail on all day yesterday, but looks like we're on top of it, and just goes to show, mate, you push hard and determination, and this is where you end up, you know. So,
Mate, well done. You must be absolutely stoked.
yeah, mate. Just big shout out to my crew. They work, they're machines, mate. Team Bunga, Team Bunga. Joe Gorsey from Profab and his son Jono. And all the pack boys, my brothers, Rocky George, the whole crew, just they're killer, mate. All the girls, thank you very much. What can I say?
Yeah, Napa Auto Superstar, put in the beam. Kelly nails him on the line. Oh, nice wheel stand. First, second, third for Kelly Betts. 452 to half track. Here it comes. 707.
Yeah, look, the car is going great as per usual. It's a great little consistent car, and it's something that we can really race with. So, woo! The boys just arrived. Anyway, look, last night, yesterday the car ran a 700. Last night, it came out pretty good. My head wasn't really with it, and I just got off it for whatever reason. So, let them down a little bit there. But look, we're back, and I promised them today that they got a driver. So, I'm feeling a little bit better.
Benny Graham fell asleep at the head of the tree. Looks like the car's not running to its best performance. Anthony DeQuino's going to take the win. A 729, 179 miles an hour.
Wow. Doesn't it go? The Gem. Is this Australia's fastest Gemini wagon? It sure is now. 7:30s.
Yeah, well, we put a bit more boost in it for that run, so the tune-up's been pretty good all weekend. So I'm keen to kind of see what the data says on this one. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked to be honest right now, mate. So yeah, it's hopefully we can put a bit more in it and chase that 6 second that we're after. So.
Oh, what a great launch. 107 to 60 foot, half track, 449, 699.
By a run, we're aiming for a PB on that pass, so we'll see what we got. But by a run, should get Thomas Bell in the finals.
Oh, Colin left on the starting line and Botha's nailed him the tree here. Captain's trying to catch him, won't get it early shoot. A 7:10 the win there for Both.
Yeah, we did some testing on Friday, sorting out a few gremlins. And then we came out and did some consistent runs in qualifying yesterday. We turned the wick up a little bit and see how it would react last night in the last qualifier, and she was quite violent, so we brought her back a notch, and we wanted to get down and get some consistent runs again today. And as a result, we got the win, and we can't thank everyone enough. We've got Pack Performance, we've got Mood Motorsport, my family here this weekend. We're just wrapped to go rounds and put on a good show.
Fight it on the line, it's Rigaldi. Oh, Dom, hold on to it, mate. He's still getting it through. 700, 201 mile an hour for Dom Rigaldi.
It's a 350Z Vanishing Point car. I've had the car for about 4 years, and 8 weeks ago we decided to put it together. So yeah, it has been stressful getting the car ready, and to debut at an event like this, and I've never really, I've driven that 400ZX. It's not, they're two totally different cars. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good weekend. I just done my first full pass, so yeah. Oh look, we've just been the suspension, mucking around with that. The seating position, throttle, where the brake lock is. It's everything. It's been tough, but mainly getting the car to leave off the line. And yeah, now we just did it, so we can move forward from here.
Oh, how's the wheel stand from Sam trying to recover it? Higginson's going to get it. A 692 at 216 mile an hour.
Into pre-stage, this is, of course, Precision Turbo Factory Extreme. Revs up. Out he goes. A 109 short time.
Yes,
Gets it on through to half track.
This is a good run from Jacobson. 6:53, 214 mile an hour. Harvey picking the front wheels up at the 3:30 mark and runs it through. 5:98.
249 miles an hour there for Rod Harvey. It was a wild one. He got out towards the wall. He got out towards the centre line, pulls it back through. Benny Breyer, 7:08, 201 miles an hour. But the win will be going to the New Zealand team of Rod Harvey.
I think I beat Benny in the first run. I don't know what happened to his car because I thought he would have probably... would have been a close race if we both left together. But hey, I tested a week and a half ago, and I went a 570 at 256. We come out here yesterday morning, first round, I think went 78 at 258, and I thought, oh well, this is going to work. And then I struggled for the rest of the day. So with these cars, I mean, once they leave the start, or if you can get them to leave the start line, which is 80% of the work, who knows what you're going to get? And I think that's what makes it so exciting and keeps us all interested.
A 105 short time there for the Sleeker, but...
Definitely spun the tyres as well, so...
certainly did. Clicks it off there just before half track and cruises on through for a 9:57, just 77 miles an hour.
Okay, first round we went out. I knew I had a buy, so I thought, I'm going to give it a bit more off the hit, see if I can 60 good, see if I can come home with a 590 or 80s. And it actually took off, shook a little bit, and I picked the wheels up in second gear, and I thought, you know what, I'll just get off it. So I got off it. At least I won. It's a buy run, and being top qualifier, so I'm all ready for the next round.
Both cars stuck to the track.
101, 425, 552, 659.
Yeah, I'm pumped. That was great. 6:59. That's getting back to where we need to be. It's right in the heat of the day here too. So when the conditions come around a bit more, it's going to be a lot quicker. So it's going into gear now. So hopefully it keeps going into gear.
Victorian Raiders, McKern Pro Compact. Oh, red light for Jurgen. 115 to a 111. Half track 469. Early shoots for Simon 721, but the win for Simon.
Yeah, I just got out of it early. It was a good win. I just thought, he's gone. I better start moving. But yeah, then the boys told me on the radio he red lit. So yeah, it's all good.
But hey, the ghost, just don't red light, Tony. Commentators curse.
Yeah, Marcus
disengage.
Pepe just slowly getting up to what that RX2 can actually do.
Oh, the ghost on time. 109, 439, 678. There's the 70. 678, 195 mile an hour. Marcus Pepe, here he is. 738, 188 mile an hour. The RX2 boys.
Well, man, we were trying to do a 70. Yeah, we wanted to get into the 70s. It was a wild pass. It felt wild in the car. I don't know, it would have looked killer outside. But, yeah, I just turn it around and go to the next round, mate. Wow, yeah, we're stoked. That's a PB. So we're not far off to go on the world's fastest in the RX3 or quickest. We're already the fastest with the rotaries. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in the next round.
Anything can happen. Piston versus Rotor. McKern and Associates. Oh, Sabby.
Look at Abbott go. 111 to the 60 foot.
Yeah, look, driving through the clutch, 111 in the 60 foot and a 750.
Lift quite good. I'm pretty sure I lift on him. Actually, Sam said he rolled the beams. I sailed it through about three-quarter track. It started doing something funny. I think the clutch was gone. I knew I had a bit on him anyway, so I clicked it off and saved for the next round.
Both into pre-stage. Pack into full stage. We're waiting on Sharob. Sharob rolls the beams.
Oh, power wheel stand. First, second, they probably didn't expect that. Still a good run. 59 with a 4 and a huge pedal. Let's get the replay up.
Man, it had the wheels up in second gear. Well, that's unreal.
I got you pumped. Has the car got what it takes
Mate,
to go into the...
this car is a beast. Billa by pack performance, monsters. Yes. we just had a mishap in the last run. We thought the engine had seized. How stupid are we? Billa by pack does not stop. We pulled the engine out. Turns out the transmission was seized. So it's all back together. 43 minutes. Engine out, transmission out, swapped, and on the start line, ready to go.
And with a pedal, you still did that.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, let's see if he can do it here, Tatey. Anything's possible with this man. He could go 60s with this easy. Oh, Tatey drags it. First,
Bouncing
second,
the
third.
front wheels.
He got some incrementals, though, Tatey. He got some incrementals. 735 at 171. Waterman 745.
Oh, sidetrack, yeah. Well, we're only here for the fun and games, really, and we've had a lot of fun and games. We've bent a lot of stuff. We've broken an engine. We've been to the sandpit. First to touch the net. That was pretty cool. I'm waiting for my trophy. And the last pass, we bent all the new master cylinders we had on the brakes. So we had no brake to stage with. And then the actual front right wheel was locked up on the pass, which loosened up all the front suspension. So that was fantastic. The wheel nearly fell off. So we fixed all that, welded all the new brackets on, and I wasn't going to put too much brake pedal pressure on it. And we don't know if it rolled the beams or not because they can't tell us.
But you got a full pass in.
We got a full pass. It had a bit of a misfire at the top there. The clutch was a bit aggressive as wheel stand on most gears, but I figured we might as well just send it.
Back to Kelly Betts on the start line.
Oh, I didn't like it. In fact, it went for a... It's dropped. Is it a fuel leak? Is we fuel? It's fuel. All right, so it's fuel. 2J, RB, autos, big tyres, pro turbo, bumping into stage. Oh, whole shot. Oh, is it enough?
1-0 to the 60 for...
It might be enough. Tommy Bell might get Patey here. Oh, no. 99 to a 30. What a run.
699, 196 there for Jason Payne. 730, 186 there for Belly.
Oh, wow. Didn't think it was a 699. It felt too good.
sure it was, mate. So how did it look from inside? It looked like he got the jump on you.
He did, and it was a good drag race all the way to the finish line. I thought he had me at three-quarter track.
That was just RB power top end, right?
It was. Rumour has it.
Staff are in there. They see Dom reaching up for the overhead starter or something. They're in now. I can hear that RB singing.
Harvey's got a good launch, but backs out of it.
Rod was probably trying to get some power back on there, but didn't do it. It's 8.77 for Dom.
1-1-2
to the 60
yeah.
for Rod Harvey.
Both of our opponents that were supposed to race didn't show, so they just paired us together, I guess, to save a bit of time. It's a win for both of us. I didn't take off that good, so there was no point in doing the full run, and I think Rod might have done the same. I don't know if he just backed out for the same reason or just to save it for the next round.
.080 light for Both, 197 for Signorelli, but look at Signorelli.
405.
612, 237 there for Signorelli, backing up that earlier 609. Has got the solo run into pre-stage. He'll bump into full.
Oh, spin it through first. 4.52 to the 8th mile. Here comes the quarter. 7 flat, 195 mile an hour. And, yeah, really, he didn't want to back off there at all. He just drove through it.
Look, pre-Jamboree, we never had any testing. We just came straight into it. We've done a few changes to the car chassis-wise, which obviously it's going straight now. A few little engine mods from Pack Performance. And, yeah, we've just been having some fun out here, you know, running in sixes and consistent and doing some big burnouts and pleasing all the crowd, and that's about it.
He's in.
This is a good... Can George...
Oh, plenty of smoke out of the Pack flagship, and Sammy Afko is going to get a win here. A 10-1-2, not the prettiest of wins. Geez, the drama.
We brought him into stage, and we all know how good George is on the stage. So I just waited. He got his lights on. And anyway, we've let it go. He's taken off. I've bogged. And anyway, it's not really a proper win, but yeah, a win's a win, I guess.
How good is Precision Turbo Factory Extreme? Waiting on Hagenson to go into full stage.
Oh, shake, 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 pedal, 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 oh, wheels in the air, Betty, 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 power, Hagenson gets it down there close, 637 to a 681, 637 to a 681.
Testing has been pretty difficult. Don't mind the voice, I've lost it. We put a new engine in it, a new combination from D&D Engines, Frank Macheski, and the thing is making loads of power. We're just trying to tame the girl down. Testing on Friday, we've seen positive signs, negative signs. Yesterday's in qualifiers also, positives and negatives, and we seem to be just slowly nudging and getting back to where we were about a couple of months back when we went to 629. Yeah, I can't see the tree in the right lane, so it's hard for me to see actually when to leave. But yeah, I just kept in there, drove around him and got the win luckily.
Horsepower we know it's got.
Oh, it looks sharp.
4.15 to the 8th mile, 6.33.
Having the fastest, or the quickest four-cylinder in the world, you know, like we've got a lot of people watching us and they want to see if we're going to get slower or we're going to get faster. You know, we picked up a 7-speed transmission the other night from the airport at 10:30 2 nights ago, and we rushed it and put it in the car and fitted it, and we've had a lot of work we've done there as well. So, yeah, we've been thrashing it out. Kelly's done really well in the ute. You know, she's had a couple of wins now. I lost my first round. We've had a misfire we've been chasing in the car for yesterday and today, and that one there we just went 6:33, I believe, 220 something, 222. So we've obviously found and got rid of the misfire issue. So hopefully we can squeeze a bit more into it on the next round and see how we go.
Steve Barnett, Sam Kyprios, conditions perfect. Can the blueprint go the first 40 in Australia? 995. Oh, it's giving it up. It's giving it up. Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Oh, no.
A 995 to the 60, and Chris.
Yeah, so we tested a couple of weeks before the Jamboree. Tested pretty well. Kept the same setup coming into Jamboree just to get some more runs under our belt. And yeah, consistency paid off in qualifying. And sort of struggled today with the car setup, but that one was pretty good. So I think we're back to where we were when we started off with. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Yeah, I knew that Steve's a tough competitor, 650s all weekend pretty much. My aim was just to get the car to the finish line, and if we got there first, well, that's a bonus. But credit goes to Steve and his whole team. After all the work they've done this week with the accident, it's good to see them out here. So it's good.
Not a Queenslander in sight right here. South Australia, New South Wales, round number 3. Promaz, Boostworks, McKern. Oh, the ghost.
Oh, red light.
Oh, Sparks.
Come down with a bit of spark there.
Oh, the ghost, the
But
ghost.
The RX2 has gone through, and it will put it through.
Hang on to it, Terry.
Whoa.
Hang on to it. 811.
Well, we've had issues with the car all weekend, and it's just been one battle after another. Me and Tony have known each other for a long time, and when I saw him back off, I wasn't going to lose. So I thought, F it, I'll hold it on. Felt a bit sketchy, but I don't know, until the end, it didn't feel that bad. So everyone...
It looked like the chutes actually saved you then.
Well, everyone that knows me knows I don't usually back out of a good steer job, so I thought I'd give it a go.
Piscopo into full stage. We're waiting on Raham to go in to bump that Starlet in. Blazes the tyres off the Starlet. Piscopo's on a march in the little Datsun. A 7.2, 196 mile an hour in the Datsun. Mario Raham, a 9.32 at 178.
Well, it's been performing pretty good. It's we just turned the boost up a little bit, and I didn't red light, so yeah, I took this win.
Both into pre-stage, waiting on Sharob. Abbott out with a 1.06 to the 60.
Oh, a bit of a bounce near half track. Here he goes. 690, 167. Gets the job done. Corey Abbott.
Yeah, it didn't go quite to plan. It was running really good, actually. We had a problem with fifth gear on the Liberty last run. We thought we had it sussed. Tried to pull fifth. It wasn't really there. I was hoping it was just a bit of clutch slip, so I kept it in it. I think it's seen a few too many revs than it likes, and picking it's pretty bung.
Let's see how the conditions are. Canary down the mine shaft.
Tischendorf
first second for Kelly. 058 reaction time. 112 60 foot with a big gulp. 729 at 189 mile an hour.
Just had a little bit of tyre shake, well, a lot of tyre shake then off the start, but I was able to give it a quick pedal, and when I got back into it, managed to get the rear end planted again. Then the worst thing is with these cars, once you pedal them, it's hard to get them planted in the rear end, so you can keep on going. So, oh well, must have done the right thing, I suppose.
Both into pre-stage. We're waiting on the bump into full stage for both competitors. Rodney Raham in the RX-8. Marcus Pepe in the RX-2. That's a good launch from the RX-8. 1.04 to the 60.
Hold on! Hold on! Here, 49! $6.49. There's the first 6.40 in 13B Australian drag racing history. 49.
Guess what it was? 6.49.
Yes! 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 Yeah!
You got it, mate. How you feeling?
Thank God. Thank God.
It's there, mate.
What can I say, mate? I'm blessed, mate. What can I say? Thank God. Oh, what a team. What a team. What an effort. What can I say, man? Rocky George, my parents, love yous.
I just ran the first 6 for a SA built car, so I'm pretty proud about that. That's what we were chasing this whole weekend. We weren't chasing a win or nothing. We just wanted to come here and run a 6, and we did it.
You look
So,
pretty
yeah.
pumped, dude. You must
Oh yeah, I knew it was quick, but I didn't think it was that quick. And then these guys, they were cheering. I was like, oh, I must have done something special. But yeah, old Boostworks like Sean and Terry here, like they did absolutely everything for me. Without these two guys and my uncle and my pit crew, like yeah, they've given me the best start in drag racing I could ask for. Like, it's a really good feeling.
Well, come on, Packers, get that 6 out there. Let's get the flagship into the 610 category.
We got Ben Graham on track. Your Plumbing Solution Mazda RX-8 on track, up against Simon Ianu, the Pro Mazda RX-8.
Oh, unfinished business. 82 for Pepe, unbelievable.
The track is there. This is a good launch from Simon Ianu, 110 to the 60 foot. It's on a march.
Oh, 724, 189, Benny Graham. There we go, 720 for Benny Graham.
We're not performing as good today. It was a bit hot today compared to yesterday, but we had the gearbox out last round, doing a few checks, and the boys just pull it all together. The Promaz team, unbelievable. Billa Pro, Garrett, Turbo Smart, Norden, unbelievable.
This is our only Pro Turbo guys left, thanks to Bosch Motorsport.
$116 for the Tom Bell Gemini, 107 for Jason Payne in the Skyline to the 60 foot, 695, 198 mile an hour there for Jason Payne. Tom Bell, a 716, 192.
Oh, mate, I don't know. It looked close. Oh, Jason always gets me the top end, mate. He makes the power, man. So.
How you feeling after that?
Oh, man, I'm pumped as. It's been an awesome weekend.
Look at the gas time, 102 to the 60. This thing's on a march.
Oh, 606 for Joe. Sammy Afcal, 706.
Perfect, man. I thought I had a 5 there. It was on a mission, but so close. 606. No. I'm going to run a 5.9 next pass. Hopefully we're in the final. I'm pretty sure we're in the final. We've had a good meet. You know, everything's going good. Jamboree, we love it. All my crew, we worked hard, and we've still got the fastest 3-speed turbo 400 automatic with a fuel tech precision turbo gas motorsport car in the world.
Oh, whistles on a march. 413 for Hagens and 632.
Always run it out the back door. It's the only way I know. 632 at 222. So a little bit of improvement on the last round. So we're chipping away at it.
.418 in the 8th, and he goes 659 at 195. Oh, he likes it. 103 to 60. Tony Wedlock, half track. 417. Good one, Tony. 639. They're in. They're happy.
Look, we started testing on Thursday. Went out there to do just an easy pass. Blew the black of the cast iron block off the motor. So we really, the boys and I busted our butt to get the engine here in the first place. You know, so we've put in a monumental effort, and I have to say thank you so much to so many people. You know, Charlie Weeding, my machinist. We were machining the block at 10:30 on Thursday night. Bullet Performance blocks. Those guys sent me a block overnight, and I couldn't have even been here without them. And look, every one of my crew guys just busted their ass so that we could be at Jamboree and try and put on a show.
Look at these monsters. Absolute monster. Six banger. Oh, straight in on Rod. Benny.
This is a good pass from Rod Harvey. 981 to the 60. This thing's
on a 75!
575, 251 mile an hour.
Oh, Sec 79 at 201. It was 380 at 200 mile an hour at half track.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping if I do enough 570s that eventually I'll get a 60 somewhere, you know. But something wasn't quite right on that run. I could feel either the clutch lockup didn't work or something was slipping in there. In the Lenko maybe, and as I rolled around the bottom I could hear my air bottle leaking, so something's gone on, and I was hoping it'd be a bit better than a 75, but we'll take it.
Yeah, well, normally on weekends families go to the beach and they like to play in the sand. When I come drag racing, man, I just like to whoop butts and have a lot of fun, and as you can see, I found Willowbank Sand Trap. Pretty lucky that they've just upgraded it, made it real nice for me. I'd say when I went across the finish line with these cars being so aerodynamic, the chute sucked back under the back of the car sometimes, and it's grabbed straight onto the wheel, and it's ripped the right-hand brake caliper lead probably clean off it, and that was the end of it, mate. No brakes, no chutes, and this is where I ended up. Oh, like the procedure of a car like that, a lot of people don't use the sand trap, but that's what it's here for. I switched everything off. I dropped it back to low gear to try and slow the motor down as fast as I could, so when I went in here it wasn't hot. And yeah, just hold on and hope I didn't get to that net, because that causes a lot of damage.
Modified compact final snuck in because there's dial-ins here. Is that right?
Here we go. Yes, this is.
Oh, wow.
All of a sudden, we're into our first final. So Butler v. Farrelly. 880 for Butler, 793 for Farrelly. Chris, Corolla versus VL.
Wheel stands coming, watch out.
Oh, wheels up for Farrelly. He's trying to chase down the little Corolla.
Might have a chance here, mind you. He's moving around all over the place. Robbie Butler! Robbie, you're right. Robbie Butler's right. He's the winner.
He has. He's got him an 899 at 153 on an 880.
All right, here we go. It's
RCE. This will be the final for J315. This is one we talked about, Chris. Tanya Thompson and James Horan. Thompson v. Horan. This is your race car engineering final.
Oh, Tanya.
Tanya's going to... Oh, it's a flick, it's a flick, it's a flick. There it is, it's in, and oh, she's got the whole shot on Horan. But here comes Horan, has got a bit of smoke. Or maybe not, maybe Tanya might have him.
Tanya.
She has an 811 at 168. Tanya Thompson has taken the win over James Horan. This is all Aspo. This will be good. Nick Jack says no burnout comp this time. I'm going to go in. This is purposeful. I've dialed in at a 1050 in that little rotary 13B. The V-dub, the Wayne Penrose V-dub, powered V-dub. Troy Ford 1190 dial in, so he will be chased down by the little green machine, the Benny Auto and Dyno car of Nick Jack. Listen at that thing. Look at the flames kick out of the back of that, folks. Out of the back of Nicholas Jack's car. If that's not juiced up, I don't know what is. So Nick to chase down Troy Ford. How will Troy go? See if Troy will cut a light and might put him away. Set to go. Import Cartel All Motor. Away he goes with a 094. Jack cuts a 021 with the wheels up. Here comes the little rotary. Will he be able to reel in the V-dub?
Oh, what a win.
What a win. Well done, Nick Jack. He said, I'll do the short burnout. 1064 and a 1050.
It is J275 final from Point Harper. And we've got him.
Here it is, Chris. Oh, race car engineering. This will be a tough matchup. If you're a Holden fan, you'll be most certainly excited seeing Adrian Smith and Andrew Coles. What do you reckon?
Well, Smithy was third alternate, really. It was supposed to be Danny Busbridge, but again, hats off to Danny for wanting to just give it up and say, you know what, I can't take it to the line. Let's give someone else a crack.
So, Chris, we look at these guys. Smith a 7.9, a 7.8 from Coles. This is a really sweet heads-up race.
All right, no mucking around here. Oh, we nailed the ball. Smithy blows the timer, but he was going to send it. And Colesy, Andrew Coles, is going to win J275 with a great win there, a 782 in the final.
We've had a spot on as a family. Had a pretty hectic weekend. We had one of our close mates and good customer of ours have a pretty bad accident Saturday there. So, mate, he's in hospital covering after surgery and that. But, mate, to tell you, the win is for the family, mate, not just for me, you know. And we come and support Jamboree every year, mate, for 10 years now. So to get a win, especially when one of us is not doing so well, it's for the team, you know. So, nah, I'm stoked, mate, eh?
Jono McDade, 8.30. Andrew Robertson, 8.90.6 of a second head start going to the Mazda. What are we, 808? RX3. RX3, it's gone 8.99. Jono McDade's gone 8.47. The 8.30, he's got to try and haul it down.
Yeah,
2J.
Going a bit tight on that dial, and Jono's thinking he's got a little bit extra up his sleeve. So let's see if it works. Oh, gets out with a 405. Robinson, a 216 is better for McDade. Here comes McDade in the Nissan.
Oh, he turns it on and off, shoots
got
and
him.
gets it.
He got him an 8.48 at 161 with an 8.30 for Jono McDade is good for the win.
I had no idea. No idea who won till just now. He definitely got out on me, and I thought I reeled him in. Still, you're the one that told me that I won, so I'm stoked. It's usually really consistent. It's been super inconsistent. Like yesterday was really bad. So we kind of just pulled some power out and hoped, you know, we got really lucky in the rounds leading up to it that we won all three. We tested Wednesday, tested awesome, perfect, and then it didn't go perfect Saturday, so I'm just stoked to be here.
Here we go, a little bit of extreme. Well, why wouldn't you think that it'd be Fabian Romanen up against Rod Williams in the little four-banger? How good is this thing? Supercharged versus turbocharged.
Nothing but top sevens all day. Put it in the beams. Hot Rod Williams. Oh, we got ourselves a race here. Hot Rod makes it a little bit harder on the dial, and here comes the Capella. No, Hot Rod last minute. Fabian Romanen, what a fantastic win.
So here we go. This will be modified 10.5. This will be Shane Crichton and Carl Herbert. So we got the Cressida up against the RX3. Hope that the planets align and everything under the bonnet of that RX3. Oh, here he's gone. No, Shane Crichton's gone off the line. All Carl's got to do is stay to his state of form, don't cross the centre line, and he's going to get this win. Can you believe it, Chris? Shane Crichton has crept up and he's put the bulb on red.
We did testing all over Friday. Couldn't get the car the 60 foot at all. Following into qualifying, couldn't get the car down the track. Broke the gearbox second qualifier. Rebuilt the gearbox last night, and today was the first time we got down the track. I didn't expect this coming.
Sport compact. Joseph Freer up against Nathan Wilson. 11.00 for Wilson in the Nissan. The Cressida with a 10.50 to do the chasing. Only by half a second, Chris.
Holy for a horse.
Diggs, what do you see? How is it? Look at this. The battle. Toyota Nissan. Oh, 0.50 light for Wilson. A 0.19 for Joe in the Cressida. Here comes the Cressida. Will he be able to reel him in? Yes, he will. A 10.74 and a 10.50. Joe Freer, you are our winner. Nathan Wilson, gallant effort, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the finalists in McKern Pro Compact. From the Pistons, hands up all the piston lovers out there. Where's our piston racers? Who wants to go for Kelly Betts? Couple. What about Simon Ionu, the rotary? Who's going for the rotor?
So maybe even, Simon, he's going to need to really pull the cat out of the bag because it's the 7.21, the previous best. 7.004, as Chris was saying, with Betts. So here it comes. Simon just nudging it in. Oh, got out quick to Kelly. Won't be catching her.
Not the best reaction time from Kelly. A 33 on the back off, and she'll get the win.
Holy moly. It was, she definitely had a pretty big move after the old half-track bump. I think we hadn't been... Woo!
But a win's a win, right?
A win is a win. It definitely wasn't pretty, and I'd tell you what, I had a moment there where I was like, this ain't good. But then I didn't see Simon, and I'm like, I need to try and get this car going back down the track if he's coming for me, and I thought I could hear him. So anyway, we got there and we got the win. What a weekend.
It is Bosch Motorsport Pro Turbo, about to start a little bit of a festival of the T-Bar, because we've got a factory extreme T-Bar final coming up between two automatics. Here's the two automatic six bangers in the final of Pro Turbo. Not a rotor to be seen from here on end. And just checking the line, went for a bit of a wander. Pete Duffy's just checked everything. And you know what? Hats off to Pete Duffy. He's been a very critical eye on that start line today, and I think we should thank him as well for his vigilance. And, of course, all of our Willowbank start line crew. Of course...
Here it goes. Both in the pre-stage.
Oh, Patey! He gives it a clout. He's going to go back. He's getting back on it. 704. Tom Bell.
Mate, my crew, my wife, my sponsors, Edge Automotive, ET Chassis, Golby's. I can't thank my crew enough, man, and my wife. Like that, they, you know, this all comes out of our own pocket, and you know, they're the guys that help me at every step of the way. You know, that they're the. I can't thank those people enough. Like they just, yeah.
Hagenson versus Signorelli. It's set up for a sensationally dramatic final, Chris. Diggs, it's here. It's it. This is the pinnacle of our sport for our two-day journey through Jamboree 2019, of course. Garrett advancing motion. This is it. Here it comes.
2 JZs, auto transmissions, bump box. It's all going to happen right now. Do we overstep the mark? Do we play the percentage game? Or we swing for the fences and hope it sticks? Righto! Precision! Turbo and engine! Factory extreme! Oh, Joe, bump! Oh, Hagenson nails him! Oh, 101! Oh, Jones has given it up! 410! 629 for...
I am friggin' pumped, absolutely pumped. We were up against it all weekend. We come here with a fresh combo, a fresh motor from D&D Engines, absolutely beautiful to what he's done with this engine, and it's paid off. We just chipped away, come out in the final, 629 to 233, absolutely amazing.
We just put a bit more in it. I wanted to go 580s, 590s, and looks like I blew the intercooler up, so I did it 2 runs previous, but I thought it was going to hold, didn't hold, so you just got to strengthen up a bit more. There's something we could have done, but yeah.
Can I ask what sort of boost is in this thing? Or
90 pounds at the moment.
Excuse me?
90.
One more time?
90 pounds.
One more time, just
90 pounds. All right, thank you.
After all the rounds of racing, Gas Motorsport took out the Castrol Edge Workshop Challenge Prize for Brisbane Jamboree. The Garrett Advancing Motion Jamboree, presented by Tuner's Edge and Link ECU, next heads to its new venue, Swan Hill in Victoria, approximately 3.5 hours north of Melbourne, on November 16th and 17th. For more information, entries and tickets, head to jamboree.com.au.